John wants to do a survey on how much homework the people in his whole school do. He decides to present them with the following question. Do you agree that we get far too much homework? There are response boxes here, and if they agree, they tick yes. State 3 problems with this question. So if we want 3 problems with the question, let's look at the question again. It says, do you agree that we get far too much homework? The problem here is that it's a leading question. It's a question that's designed to get a particular response. Another problem is that it says in his whole school. We would expect the homework to vary during the years at school. Exam groups might well be expected to do more than non-exam groups. But here, there is no way of collecting the year group information. Another problem is the lack of time period. He doesn't say per week, or per year, per month, or anything of the sort. In this case, he's restricting the number of responses that can be given. What we want to do is design a better question for John to use. The first thing to do is give some boxes to collect information about which year group pupils are in. As mentioned, those coming up to GCSE or A-level exams are probably doing more homework than those in younger years, so it's important to know what year group the respondent, the person answering the question, is from. So we have years 7 to 11, lower 6th and upper 6th. We now need a question. It should not be leading and should include some sort of time period. So something of the nature, how many hours do you spend on homework per week would do the trick. It isn't leading to a particular answer, and it has a time period per week. We now need some response boxes to collect the answer to the question. Let's just put down a few. You should always put a few in your answer to this sort of question. They need to be clearly defined. My first one is up to and including 2. Of course, you could use symbols to represent instead of words. Then we have from 2 up to 4. This includes 4. Then from 4 up to and including 6. Then from 6 up to and including 8. The final box is more than 8. We might even include a line here so that somebody who ticks this last box can say exactly how many. Let's use this as the basis for some general tips on designing questionnaires. First of all, we need to collect relevant information about the people answering our questionnaire. In this case, it was year group. In another case, it might be their gender. We then need a question, and our question needs to not be leading and include a time period. We need response boxes so that we can collect the information from the question. Amongst these response boxes, always include an other, and possibly a means of collecting more information if the response is other.